Hello folks and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. We are here in our first of our challenging parks. I forgot how light this was as far as scenarios go because they had the real parks and then they had the extras and all that. But I digress. Let's go ahead and jump into this. This is Infernal Views, a park nestled precariously on lava rock with streams of magma. We have to have 10 different types of roller coasters in our park, each with an excitement rating of at least 6. All right, let's jump into it. We start off with 1 already, I believe. This one, yep. See, it already has a thing. And does it cost money or do we have to? It does cost money. Fantastic. That's going to help us a whole bunch because we'll be able to have an income and kind of go through all of that. So I'm going to call this one Sinter because it fits with the ride, right? Let's take a look at what we have here. We have a lot of land. We have entryway and some really confounding things here. Okay, we'll deal with all that. Let's take a look and see what rides we have. Not a bad selection there. Not that I ever use them, but they're there. We have not a great selection of these, but that's okay. We obviously need more roller coasters because I'm assuming they have to be 10 different types as well. No, but just 10 different roller coasters. Okay, it doesn't say types. It just says roller coasters. Okay, so we may not need to research more. We're going to research more, but we wouldn't have to there. And that's a decent selection of those and a good selection of those as well. Okay, so we have the kind of the base level here. Do we have a cash machine? We have a cash machine. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to have... I think that's where I'm going to lean towards right now. A few more general rides would help us out a bit. Definitely more roller coasters in that vicinity. And obviously thrill rides are always welcomed in my parks. So let's go in here and just start getting some of this stuff established. I'm going to go with the red footpath. I never really like these black ashy kind of paths. Nothing really against them. I just don't think they fit this park all that well. I never really cared for them. So start off, we're just going to build pathways that make sense. And then once we have pathways that make sense, we can actually do something with it. But there's a lot of land in this one to work with. There's a lot of flat land. There's a lot to do possibility wise here, which I'm really excited about because we can have some fun here. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of that. Then I'm going to change it over to yellow is what we have. I have to put it back onto that, I think. There we go. I'll switch that back over to there, that over to there. And I just want to double up if I can on these things. Oh, it's off by 1. It's going every other. That hurts my soul. I'm not going to fix it because I don't want to waste your time, but it hurts my soul to see that. All right, let's go ahead and get some of the basic stuff in that we know we need no matter what. We need park maps. We need to have that set up. We're going to do that. Fantastic. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We need some bathrooms because there's no bathrooms in the park right now. Should probably change the color of that one as well. Let's go ahead and start eliminating the things that we don't need anymore. Like all of this. Sorry, you're going to have to go the long way around. That's going to go away. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't like to shut down paths just to shut them down, but I do need to get rid of these paths. I am not a fan, even like real amusement parks. I want to get straight to it. I don't want to have to sit there and kind of figure out how to get to a ride. Like I do appreciate a little stroll. I do appreciate a little walk. But like you think of like a park like Cedar Point or something like that. For the most part, there's 2 ways to go when you get in a park. You have to go straight up the midway if you want to go towards like the big coasters. But after you get to the big coasters, you don't have a lot of options as far as where you're probably going to go. You can go to the left and split out towards Millennium Force and all of that, or you can go to the right and go towards Top Thrill. But it does loop back in with itself, so it's like kind of like the self-fulfilling prophecy. You can make a whole loop through the park. There's little other carve-outs and stuff for like Snoopy and the boardwalk area and all of that. But yeah, there's lots of options available for that. A park like my dearly departed Six Flags America doesn't have that, and that's I think one of the reasons, not the reason, but I think the park's layout really is not conducive to a good guest experience, or wasn't good to a good guest experience. You just have to go all over the place for it, and I don't know. That part could be clean. It could have been cleaned up so much better, and so much good stuff could have happened. It just didn't. I'm just sad about it, and I'm going to talk about it forever because I'm still upset about it, even though it's only been closed for a few weeks here. I'm still upset. They got rid of the Fright Nights or whatever they're called, and put in just the kiddie one for the day. Very upsetting. But I'll stop talking about it for the time being here, because we have some rides to build, some roller coasters to get set up here, and we need to make sure we have all of the things that we want to have in place, actually in place for this. So we have all of this stuff. The ride does have a good line. Well, it has a line, not a good line. But there are people lining up for it, which is what we need to see. So we're going to start off by just maybe putting in some nice, small, gentle rides, and getting some of the base stuff kind of established here, to provide a base level income for our park, so that we can move forward from there. So let's take a look here and see what we need to do. I'm going to put in a blue path there because the other paths don't really make sense. Open that up. And I need to see, is there a break there? It looks like there is. Let's take a look at this guy and just see if it slows down. Looks like there's a break back here and one there. I need to make sure it doesn't come in the station at 33 miles an hour. So it should hit a break there. Yep. Okay. That's all I need to know, because without that, you run the risk of it just plowing in to the station. And if the station brakes fail, like is known to happen in Roller Coaster Tycoon, very, very bad things happen. So we got that. We will... Not going to go coaster yet. I think I'm going to try to maximize some of these other small rides that we can do. At -10, going up to 90. Fantastic. We'll throw that over there. That's going to go there. Great. We'll do launch zone. And I'm going to take my time a little bit here in getting the park set up. Usually with these, I start just building coasters like crazy. But we have time in this one to kind of dedicate to a little bit of stuff. So I'm going to take a little bit of time and just build on a little bit of the infrastructure that I think needs to be there. And then once we have that, we can go to town. But we need to have all this stuff in place first. Let's get some more handymen and women in place, some repair people or mechanics, and some security guards. Fantastic. What was that? What did I do here wrong? Okay, we gotta demolish that. I tested that really poorly. I wasn't looking. I was too busy paying attention to building people. Oh, we're at 10. We're at 0. I put -10 because it's the coaster underneath us. Okay, that's why we blew up. Don't do that at home, folks. So we'll rebuild the ride the exact way it was before, with the exact same name, the exact same cost, all of that. But this time, it's going to be tall enough that we don't have to have things exploding. So we'll do that. We'll test that bad boy up. Should be fine. And then I am going to put in a canned coaster or two. Not that I really want to, but we're going to need to generate some cash here. And I also just want to start getting some people into the park. So usually a new coaster is a really good way of doing that. Now, my thought process here is now I'm going to build out this way, come up and connect in with the main path. We can put another ride or two in here and then a coaster over here or over there or both, because there are some small coasters in here that we can use to generate some easy points for ourselves here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I still need to get food and all that stuff in place. We're about halfway through our initial budget. Not that big of a deal, quite honestly. And the reason why I say that is, well, one, we've been able to take out big loans, but these things are worth big cash too. These little weird graphics there, which are not the best Roller Coaster Tycoon graphics in the world, but they work. All right, we got a looping coaster. Fantastic. That's a great addition for our ride selection, because we can set up a really easy like shuttle loop that's going to do the job and let us easily come out on top here. But let's go ahead and get some food stuffs in place. We need to make sure that we're making our monies on that. So get that bad boy. We'll throw in a chicken thing. Chicken and lemonade. Heck yeah. Chicken nuggets and lemonade. That sounds awesome. I could go for some of that right now. All right. So we got that. I'll probably put one more back here, I guess. I don't think we necessarily need that quite yet, but I want to get it in place just so that we have, again, it's all about getting the bases covered. You can cover that part in this game and get your park rating and all that stuff up, you're going to be in really good shape. So that's what we're going to do here right now, is just get those basic things taken care of and in place. And then once we have those kind of established, we'll move forward from there. All right. So I'll do that there. Fantastic. Bam. Great. Our $4 ride all day long. Wait for a full load. No. We got to paint it because that is an awful paint scheme. That one's much better. We'll test that. Make sure it's doing all the things that we want that one to do. And we're pulling in lots of guests right now. We blazed through a lot of cash putting all those stands and stuff in, but it's a worthwhile investment because it will we'll reap the rewards of all of that here real soon. So what I'm thinking here is I can put in a corkscrew coaster and have it basically just be like a classic Vekoma boomerang. Have the station here, have it go up, go over top of the pathway, come down, loop, and go back up. That's my goal here. We'll see how that works because I don't know how much space we're going to need for all of this. And I also don't know. I really like that they did that. I just need to see if I can go one more. I don't think I can, but if I could, that would be... Nope. So I just need to see how many cars I get with that. 4 cars. It's not the worst. And I just want to see here real fast. Okay. Okay, that's better. We can at least get it high enough to do the things, and I think we extended the station a little longer, so that should be good. Go, not the large. All right, we'll borrow some money, not a big deal. What is our max amount that we can take out? Oh my gosh, we're golden. Okay. No worries. So go another small half corkscrew to the left, throw small half loop on there. We'll throw an on-ride photo section on there because I'm me and that's what I'm going to do. We'll have that go to the left. Boom. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. And what I love about this is I can kind of get this, I can hit the exit there, but I can loop this thing all the way over there. So I can get a nice decent sized line. We have 5 cars per train. Can I go more? No, I cannot. Not a big deal. We'll do a reverse incline shuttle loop. Do that. Boom, boom. We'll test to make sure everything's honky-dory, but we should be good. I'm not a big fan of it. There's a lot of dark colors here. I want to get some more brighter things in. So I might do more of a yellow. And do I do silver? The blend in with the rocks? Whew, that thing's booking it. I think we'll be fine, but my goodness, it's going a little faster than I intended. Although on the way back, it's slowing down. So I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do all that, I guess. And we already have our second coaster there. This is just going to be corkscrew. Great. Yay us. $7 sounds fine. $3 for that sounds fine. We'll let it test a little longer while we build the queue. And I guess we'll go with the red line because it makes more sense here, I think. And I'm not going to build a massive queue for it, mainly because I want to save this area. If we have like a car ride or go-karts, which we do have go-karts, we could build it in this area and make it a little bit more interesting. Do we have a car ride? We do have a car ride as well. Okay. So we have some options with what we want to do there. We just got to figure out what we're going to actually do here. So we'll do that. Loop that in. Loop that over. Bop. Bop, bop. So is that over top of the station? No, it's not. Fantastic. I'll bring that down. And we got that. Okay. I obviously need to paint the color of that because that's hard. But it will work. Do we have... Not you. I don't care about you. I care about car ride 1. We only have vintage. That sucks. Okay, 16 of them. That's fine. The paint colors of all of this ride are just a disaster. Let's go with an orange and silver. Orange and brown. Sure. We're going to be $1. We'll test that. We're up to 300 guests now. Yay, us. This thing should have gotten more exciting as we're building more things around it. Yeah, it is. All right. Go ahead and get this guy set up with all of that. Again, doesn't need to be a big queue. Just something simple and easy will work there. Don't have drinks. We got a hypercoaster now. Heck yeah. The only thing I don't like about the hypercoaster in this game is that there's no good transitions for it, and there never has been, and that just bothers me a lot. I want good transitions, but I suppose if we go to like the classic hypercoaster, like it just has bad transitions usually. They're not the best. It's fine, but they're like just after the Arrow era, where we had rough transitions with all Arrow coasters. They're very smooth, and then you hit the transition, you're like, oh my god. Yeah, it's very much like that. So let's see what we got here. We still have car. No, I don't like underground coasters because you click on them accidentally without realizing it, and it's annoying. Let's see what we got here. Car 1 is coming into the station now. It's 1 minute and 42 seconds, so 102 seconds. Divided by how many cars are there? 16? Yeah, 16. That's going to be 6.3, so maximum wait time is going to be a big fat 6, and our minimum wait time is going to be like 3 seconds. We'll open that up, and this little area has come to life. I'm trying to decide if I want to build this one out and start another kind of area over here, if I want to build out over here or make something over here or over... I don't know what I want to do right now. But I know I need to do something. I'm just not sure exactly what that is. And I guess we'll see what the next steps are here. But let's go over here. Coaster-wise, we keep getting new coasters. Not that we need them really, but we keep getting them. And we need to get some more people in this park. So we're going to do free rides. We're going to give them free rides on Center. If that's how Center is in fact spelled. We're going to do that for the full 12 weeks, so we'll borrow a little money for that. But I just want to get lots of people in this park. This park has capacity right now. We can do a lot more with this. We just need to actually get stuff for those people. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could move this where the restroom is and put the restroom like over here or up here and get one more train out of that or one more car in the train, but I'm not worried about that. So let's speed the game up here and see what we got. And we're doing just fine. That kind of area there where you're giving us the information about how we're doing over there. I wish they did that over here. Like where it says you have 1 of 10, 2 of 10, whatever. That would be very nice, but we don't have it. So we're making cash finally. We've spent, what, $14,000 and some change so far. In building what we have, which is going to be a nice little profit center here for us. Got a compact inverted coaster, which means we can make another one of those real easy if we wanted to. I don't know if I want to do it that way or not, but we'll see. We're still a long ways off from that, but we are starting to get many, many more people in our park, so we're going to need capacity here very soon. We got another roller coaster coming away, but I want a roller coaster that has some capacity. I know the hypercoaster has lots of capacity. It also has lots of costs that I don't have the money for right now. I need like a dive coaster or something like that. Something I can easily get a lot of people on without that's not it. I hate those rides, quite honestly. Building them, I don't like them. I'm not good at it. It's just never been one of my favorite types of rides to build. I really like going on it, Like Big Bad Wolf, one of the greatest coasters ever. But don't like building suspended coasters. So we're going to give it one more round here just to see what we come up with. I'm hoping that we get some flat rides of either version there. But you can see we're starting to turn some profit and we're paying down our debt. So I just want to get back to our normal debt limit of 10,000, which we just achieved. We have another roller coaster coming our way. And we have 700 guests in this park. You can see our lines are stacked. So we need to add some capacity real bad. I think what I'm going to do is pull a line off of here and head out this way. And then eventually that's going to come up and join in somewhere over there. But I want to make another little area that we have stuff going on with. And then we'll figure out what that stuff is here sooner rather than later, hopefully. Let's go ahead and just dump this all the way over there like that. I'm going to borrow money because I spent all my money on pathing, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. We'll throw this all the way over here like that. Cool. Let's build some rides to help us out here. We got Dodgems, or bumper cars as they're known in the United States. Get that going there. I don't care for the green. Do we have like a brighter green that we could put on? Yeah, that fits the area better. Bumper cars. Only needs to be $1. I don't need to make money on these type of rides. These are the rides that I just build to have people come in and hopefully stay for a while. But we don't necessarily need to make like tons of cash off of them. We just need to get things up and rolling here. All right, so we'll get some more food and beverage stuff here. Got some tea. Do we have hot dogs already? I know, yeah, we have hot dog stand, but it's... Oh no, there's hot dog stand 1. Heck yeah. All right. We'll get going with that in a sec. On parks where you can charge people for like the actual rides, I don't care about debt as much because it's far easier to make your money back. You just have to be patient. As long as you have people in your park, you're going to make your money back. That's not true of all the parks in the... Or if you're having to deal with the other one where you have to pay park entry fee, that's much tougher. You have to make sure you always have cash reserves. But in this part, we don't have to worry about that, so we're doing fine. Thrill ride wise, I think our roto drop is deserved. We're gonna put that right there. Let's put the entrance there, exit there. Let's test that and just see how we do. Because I don't remember what the number I usually use for that one is. I know it has good capacity though. All right, I missed whatever that message was. Hopefully it's a new good ride for us. All right, we'll take that. We're gonna open that up. I don't care for that color scheme at all. So I'm gonna fix it, especially like, I don't mind the blue, but that's fine. And there we go. Okay, that's better. I wish I could change the color of the top there too, just to be something a little different, but that's okay. Let's see, what did we just get? Oh, we got a limb launch coaster. That's right, that's a new one. I am okay at building them. I haven't built one in a while, but I really do like building them. But the one that comes with the game here. Oh, it's not here in this one, but there is a blueprint that has it's Joker Shinks at I said I wouldn't talk about Six Flags America, but that's Six Flags America. But there's many clones of that, Flight of Fear, etc. Even Rock and Roller Coaster to a lesser extent are all in there, and there is one in this, I believe, but it's not there right now, and that's okay. Let's see, what else do we have to deal with here? If we have capacity issues, you know how we solve capacity issues? A log flume. A log flume's how we do it. So we're gonna go ahead and try to solve some capacity issues right now. Oh man, that looks cool. I love that we come over top of that. We'll start the journey down here. I'm gonna borrow some money for that, don't really care. So we'll do that. We'll do an on-ride photo section. And I need a big clear area for that. Turn that around. We'll drop it again. And then I'll start coming up here. I think I'm going to be in the way of some stuff here. So I'll do that and I'll start coming up. So we'll go over top of the bubbles. That was a cool one. That's the Halloween theme. That was a new thing in the game when it first came out. Gosh, I'm sorry if I sound so nostalgic about things, but man, the game, like, this is just bringing back so many memories playing through this, and I really am appreciative that I get a chance to do that, because it's nice to just sit down and get to play some video games sometimes. All right, yeah, I'll do that, but I want to come up a little bit. So do that. We're making this way more difficult than it needs to be. Okay. Come up one sooner. All right, well, I think I'm going to do a reverser section on that. Come around like so. Drop it down there. Bop, 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 bop. To the S-bend is going to get that in there. Don't love that we end it so quickly there. So I'm going to make that just a little shorter. We'll put the reverser section on there. Let's put the reverser there. And we want this thing to kind of come down into a nice long spot there. So we'll flatten that out. And we'll get the rest of this thing built out here. Entrance go there, exit go there. Let's see, 26. We can do 30. I want to do 32 boats, but that's awesome. I'm a little worried about this section right here. I'm actually going to change this because I'm too worried about it. I'm going to delete this whole section here. We're going to do that instead, I think. All right. I know I screwed up my mountain or my volcano or whatever the heck this thing is, or whatever it's supposed to be. All right. I shouldn't do this. I don't have that much money right now, but I really need to fix this part. It's bothering me intensely. I know this is not part of what we... there we go. Alright, so do that. Bam. Bam. Alright. That looks better. Could also put on the dark supports there. Kind of fits in with the theme a little better. Looks nicer as well. Can I get 32 again? I can. Let's test that again. So we got... Oh, that's fun. If you put your mouse over a little pop-up there for the ride, the mouse actually moves up there. So if you take a look at where it says Log Flume 1 on my mouse there, but then go to where that's at on the screen, like I'm at the top of the ride right now, you see it's actually moving that thing around. That's super cool. I never knew it did that before. Is that new? All right, I need to check boat 1 here, make sure it's okay. But this thing will be the biggest moneymaker in the entire park if we get it to work the way I hope it works. All right, this one should be fine. Slows down well ahead of time. Even when it has more people on it, should be fine. This one. Also fine. Does it with plenty of time before anything like that happens or anything there needs to happen. And then we got this. Oh, they're complaining because they can't find bathrooms. Interesting. All right, that one's a little short. I'm a little worried about that. We'll get that taken care of shortly. I'm throwing bathrooms everywhere now. All right, so what do we got with this one? All right, 3 minutes and 38 seconds. It has a high excitement rating. That's amazing. All right, so let's see. Times 60 plus 38. It's 218 divided by 32 gives us 6.8. So make sure the maximum wait time and min times make sense there. 6 and 3, sure. All right, we'll get this built out now. And then we'll build some ridiculous queue here, because this thing is just going to be able to take people forever, essentially. And I've been building some monster queues here recently, and I need to stop. But I love it so much. It's fun to just build these giant lines that are semi-realistic, I guess. I'm going to get rid of the fence. There we go. Let's open her up. All right, let's go back to that message and just see if there's still people complaining about the lack of bathrooms. It's interesting because there's one there. I guess there wasn't another one till the very end there, but we should be covered now. And we've been getting coaster after coaster here. All right, so the last little bit we got, well, we started off with this. We got stand up, hyper, limb. I really don't like that. We got that. Okay, we have plenty of options here. And have we gotten any new thrill rides? No. Have we gotten any new general rides? Also no. So I'm gonna just pause the building of coasters for just a second. Again, I don't have the high capacity ride that I'm really looking for, but I'm hoping that with the addition of the log flume, that capacity issue is going to go away. And I may have done some math wrong, or these guys are all just not spaced out properly. But we'll go through and make sure we get all of our money, all of everything set up here. And again, water rides that the log flume just is a money-making machine. I love it so much. I need to play with the timing a little bit. I think maybe 3-second minimum was a little too low. There we go. It's just holding it. Just that extra second may matter. I don't know if it will or not. No, it's too long now. Although we have to wait for these guys to come in. So maybe it will work. Maybe that will help out with that spacing, that we don't have to worry about that. These are the things that I agonize about in this game, is trying to get the timing of things right. I don't know why I have this weird obsession with it, but I just love when it, like a train's coming in and one is leaving, and the one that's coming in doesn't have to stop. It's just, it's so nice. I love it so much when it happens. All right, we just got a motion simulator. Before that, we got an inverted coaster. Heck yeah, that's what I want to build. Heck yeah. Big high capacity ride. I don't know where I want to put it quite yet. Probably in this area back here. This is a pretty sparse area of the park. I think we could get it going. I really like Dangle Feet. It's one of my favorite pre-built coasters in the game. The only thing I do is change where I'd add an on-ride photo. This is ridiculous. And this one, I don't think I've ever actually built that, but we're going to go through with custom because that's more fun anyway. So let's go ahead and get that all built out here, and then we'll see exactly what we need to do. All right, but that is enough for 7. I want 9 if I can. If it allows me, I forget. Yes. All right. Turn, and then we can do Lift Hill City. I'm not going to go with anything like with the large loops or anything like that yet. I want to hold off on that for just a little bit. So I'll do that. Vertical loop there. Bring it up. I'm going to bring that down just a little bit more. Yeah, 55 looks better there. Oh, that's right. We can curve stuff on this. My bad. What am I doing? It's so stuck in how Roller Coaster Tycoon sometimes is that I forgot what I could do. There we go. Okay. All right, so they come out of that, and yeah, it continues naturally. That's what I wanted. Let's see, we went down to, we start 25. I'm gonna bring it back to 10, I think. Nope, not that. Corkscrew left. Other corkscrew left. Okay. I like that idea, but I can't implement that yet. So what we're going to do is going to try to bring this around the station. I can throw it on our photo section if we want to. All right, there we go. I guess we'll throw on a brake section here, then we'll have it go over this, go into here, corkscrew, and back is, I think, the plan. See how that works out. Brakes. Block brake. I'll do that. Corkscrew. Go left instead. Alright, so I'm going to do that, I think. Bring it into another corkscrew, now the other way. Bam, bam. Is that too? That's too much. I'll keep borrowing money because I want to get this coaster done. And I think it will work out for us. What part is in the way? Oh, the helix is in the way. Okay, that's a problem. So we'll do that. And I need to bring that in tight and then go down. And am I in line? I am not. All right, so it's gonna be tight, tight. Bam. Throw some brakes in there. Throw a block brake in there. And then we'll throw another block brake in there. Actually, I'm going to actually put another brake there just because. All right. It's something. I don't know what it is yet, but it's something. I know it could probably run 4 or 5 trains. We're going to knock that down to 3, maybe 2. I want to increase that lift hill speed. I want to paint it as well, but that's a problem that we can... Well, I guess we can solve that now if we want to. No, that's hard. We already have too many of those there. That's better. Oh boy. So the end of the ride's going to be real slow, judging by this one here. All right, so we got that. Good, good. All right, should blow past that at 8. If it's at 8, it should make that over a little easier and faster and better. It's not beautiful, but it's not terrible either. And then we just need to make sure the second train doesn't get stopped at that spot. It's going to be tight. Oh, we just clear it. But if there's any delay in that... Okay. So there's 2 solutions to that problem of how tight the timing is here. I could move that block brake back 1 spot. And then the other train would stack there, and this one would basically just be a speed brake. I could do that. I'm not going to. I think we're just going to run it and see how it works. It has a good rating overall. Minute and 24 seconds is really tight for a big ride like this. That's not a lot of time to cycle through all this stuff. So let's see, 84 divided by 3 is going to be 28 seconds, which is our absolute max. So really our absolute max is more like 24 and our min's more like 20. Magma. I don't even know if that's how you spell magma, honestly, but we're going to go with that. All right. And then it's going to get black with yellow restraints because every B&M ever has yellow restraints, right? So we'll do all of that. Get that guy built there. And then we got to figure out what we're doing with the line here. I think I'm going to bring it up over there like that. And then we can just make something stupid. There we go. I love it. Let's open it up. All right, while that's there, we should probably put a cash machine somewhere in that area. It's only our second one? That's not a good idea. All right, we'll put that there. I should have a cash machine at the front of the park as well, quite honestly. So I'll throw that in there. Cool. What are our guests thinking overall right now? They feel sick. Need to go to the bathroom. Still a lot of people with bathroom issues. What is going on here? I mean, I guess 23 out of 1,000-ish guests is not a big deal. What is this thing making us, by the way? $17,000 an hour? Great. How about you? Corkscrew, what are you making us? 15, heck yeah. What's your line? 5 minutes? Yeah, man. Crushing that. All right, so now we're going to do an advertising campaign for Magma. Because I want to get some butts in the seats to start making that investment back, because we spent a fair amount of cash in that area trying to build that ride out. Got a spiral slide. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, that's why we get so many roller coasters is, yeah. We got a motion simulator. There's no more general rides to be had. Do we even have the... Oh, we do have the theming for both of these. That one we actually don't. Oh, no. It's just different ride vehicle. Okay. But we do have this, which is around 5,000. This one's around 3,000. Yeah, we're going to build that bad boy. We're going to get rid of these things. See, 200 bucks in our pocket right out of the gate. I love it. We got that. Throw a motion simulator over here as well. This is one thing I don't like about some of these scenarios that only give you certain rides. Like, we're not going to get anything other than coasters pretty much from here on out. We're probably going to splash boats, and then that will be it for water rides. But yeah, I like to build some of these. Like, I want to build not complete parks, but more. And I can't, because it's just, there's no real point in just building coasters at this point. Which, I love building coasters, but I want there to be a little bit more going on with some of this stuff. All right, so, oh my goodness, what's going on back there? All right, so we're going to need to get a bunch more people to help us out. But Handyman 1, you're going to be back here. And your job, no, that's what I wanted to select. Your job is going to be just to patrol this area. And we're going to build a nurse's station back here as well, because I didn't think that was going to happen. There we go. This thing should print us money as well. If this thing starts running in full capacity, we're going to make so much money on this ride. And I'm going to wait till we repair a loan here a little bit before we get our next ride going, which we'll figure out here shortly, I guess. See, we got stopped there. What I could do is change the timing on the lift hill here to be a little slower. It's going to take off a little speed, but the ride makes it through all this stuff fine. Like, losing a mile or two an hour off the lift hill speed's not going to affect it too much. So let's try that. See if it helps us at all. As we continue to pay down our loan and getting all that stuff into tip-top shape. See, how did that affect timing? So we get a full cycle through here. No, we're fine. I gotta go through a few more cycles just to see how it works for us, but I think we'll be all right. Yep, we're good. Okay, happy with that. This thing should be printing us money. Heck yeah, it is. $31,000 an hour, folks. That's the kind of money I'm talking about. Look at our ride tickets. Just for that being open for less than a whole month, it popped up. What, 1,200 bucks? Heck yeah. All right, so we'll do that. We're back at our normal level here. We'll slow the game back down. What have we acquired here? All right, we just have the water feature. We haven't got anything new since then. So that's 1, 2, 3. Do we want to just knock out some easy ones, like a steel coaster? Easy. I could just do, quite honestly, I could just do the thing there, or the shuttle loop. It'd be set, ready to go. I could build another boomerang here and have that done, and then I could easily build like Texas tubs. Love Texas tubs. Although no, can't build Texas tubs. That's the only one that may do it, and it's missing some of the theming. Oh, okay. But that's pretty much the extent of the easy ones. Or I could just cop out and just build a whole bunch of these, but I don't want to do that either. So our next step here is, I think we're going to go for... I really want to build a limb coaster. That's what I want to go for. All right. And that limb coaster... Maybe we could have it be over in this area. All right, can we get more than 6? 7? Can we get more than 7? No. All right. Shorten that up a bunch. Boom. All right, now we can go in. Oh, is this one that launches right from the station? I forget. It is. Okay. Never mind. How I wanted to do that does not make any sense, but I'll fix it. All right, so we can have our 7 there. Zero G roll. I didn't know you could do that on incline. That has to be a an open RCT thing. All right, but we're gonna go through here. I'm gonna probably use some of the things built into open RCT to make this a little more fun, because I haven't built one of these in a long time. I like them. All right, let's see here. Where's my land height? Sorry, going down to 0. 15, 10, 5. There we go. All right, and we're gonna put that in there. Throw in a medium one. What's a medium? What's a large go up to? Yeah, I think that's fine. All right, I'm not really sure. I haven't built one of these in a long time, and struggling to find the mood here. So let's see what we got. Throw in some block breaks, because why not? $60. No, it needs to go down more. There we go. Don't know what I want to build. All right, That there. I have no idea if this is going to work at all. We'll find out together here. All right, then we can throw on our brake section. Block brakes. And then more block brakes. Oh, we'll just leave it go and see what it does. All right. Again, I'm building rides that have some more capacity than I normally do, just because I need to make sure as we add rides and start advertising all that stuff, there's going to be more people. Why can I not do... Okay. Well, all of our braking is kind of pointless then, but that's fine. We'll deal. We need to launch this. I think 54-ish. Let's find out. No, it needs more. That's better. Oh yeah, makes that no problem. Go into the dumbest thing ever because we should have be able to do more trains. I don't know what I did, but did something. All right, does that at a good speed? I don't like those elements when they're too fast. And then we just have this, smile, and come into the station. Okay, so this is not going to be a capacity ride. Best laid plans. All right, but it will work. I'm gonna call it Volcano, in homage of Volcano, but also it's on built into the volcano. And this thing's gonna we're gonna try to make this thing look like it's erupting like fire and magma and whatever else they erupt out. All right, it fits our criteria, which is good. It's gonna be a low capacity ride, which sucks, but there's only so much we can do about that. Oh, we got a twister. Yeah, baby. All right, there we go. Build this whole area up. And like so. Get some bathrooms back there. Because we know this park loves their bathrooms. Let's see. All right, all you got to do is wait for a full load. Oh, is that... Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. I'm an idiot. We're going to do in block section mode. And I think we can accommodate up to 3 trains here and have it work. Heck yeah. So we gotta check the timing on this to make sure it's in station long enough, because this guy is about ready to launch, and I think the second half of the ride is a little slower, so it's not kind of splitting evenly like I usually like to have it. We'll find out. Train 2 gets stopped at the block break there at the mid-course brake run. It's definitely going to, but it's not as far off as I thought it was. And we do need to see that it can complete the circuit from that spot anyway, so that's not the worst thing. So train 2 is what we're paying attention to right now. And it's going to make it back, no problem. Okay, cool. So let's see, what do we got here? It's 64 divided by 3 is 21 and some change. So our maximum wait time is going to be like 18. Our minimum wait time is going to be like 16. So we're going to keep that pretty tight. And then we'll see how that timing works. So train 2 is going to get stopped at that brake run. It is. So that means we need some more seconds on there. Train 3 is away. I think that timing's much better. Ooh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how that does now. Oh, that's too much. Wasn't bad actually. Alright, we're making tons of money in the meantime here. Still have our advertising campaign for this ride going. How much is this thing making us still? $41,000. I love it so much. Alright, let's pay back our loan that we took out to build that coaster. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to do a marketing campaign for Volcano for 12 weeks. Boom. And I'm going to slow the game down here, and we're going to connect these two paths together. And somehow, I did not plan that. That lined up exactly with the other long path there. That's amazing. I did not try to do that at all. Gonna put in more bathrooms because that's all I care about. Cool. Want some candy apples. What else can we throw on? Little stuff here. Got ice. These. Air powered vertical coaster, easiest high rating ride I think you can get in the entire game. But that's fine with me. I want to get moving on this stuff and getting some stuff completed here. So this ride line that we built here is going to move like wildfire all of the time. Now we're just making that timing, which is fine. I should have probably just had 2 trains running on all of this, but it's okay. I like it. And how much is it going to make us? Now it's running full bar here. $25,000 an hour. This bad boy is still doing what for us? It's $42,000 an hour. Pure profit. That's amazing. All right. Let's see here. What else do we want to build? I still want to build one of these guys, but we need to build an air-powered coaster first. Oh, and we have... not that one. My goodness. Yeah, we're going to build one of these bad boys. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all it takes. No, can I do more than 8? I don't remember. No, I can only do 8. Can we go smaller? We need as much space as we possibly can get in this one. Okay, so we need that. Let's go up. We'll do the top section there, so it goes up to 150. All right, photo section, of course. And that's right, this thing's just stupid expensive. And then we're just going to slow this down using our brakes. What is going on here? Why has center not been fixed? All right. So we're at least got that being fixed. Open back up now. Okay, good. Let's see, what did I do last? 45, 49, 54, 58. 63, 67, and that's as high as it goes. Actually, let me reverse that. Let's put the exit there and the entrance there. All right. Go away center. Let's go with more of a red coaster here. Oof, that's way too dark. All right. Called Eruption. We'll have to test it out and see what we got here. Try it at 72 and see what we got. Still too fast. That's much better. Speed and slows down nice and gradually. Okay. No, not $1. That's gonna be a $10 ride all day long. All right, open that bad boy up. And we're gonna make another cash machine over here too. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing's still printing us money, isn't it? Oh yeah. We're up to 1,300 guests in the park, which is kind of ridiculous. We're gonna just try to return our stuff back here for an impulse coaster. Easy, easy money. All right, we're just gonna bank up some money to build the next coaster, which is gonna be that inverted impulse coaster. That's like the Wicked Twister. I'm sorry if I'm dating myself there, but yeah, I'm just gonna go right in here. This area of the park is starting to die off a little bit, so I might actually inject some life into it and put it back here or like over here. I don't want to make this area a big throw up zone, but I kind of do at the same time. Or we can just have it here and launch out, which is probably the more likely scenario. All right, let's take a look at what we got. Bring some life back to this area. Custom design, sure. Let's see. Want to be 1, 2. And if I remember right, these cars are really long. Can I get more than 7 or is 7 my max? Wait, 7's the max. All right. Okay. Yeah, it is a long station for what it is. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing on this end. Bop, bop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Twist, twist. And it's not quite the same, but I'm fine with it. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. Just have to pause to make sure we don't crash like we might have done earlier in this level, but that looks like it's going to be fine. Actually can turn it up just a bit, I think. Good. Good. I'm just deliriously tired right now, and I'm going to go with Purple People Eater because it's purple. At least according to my colorblind eyes, it's purple. Reds and greens are what I have trouble with. On just certain shades. It's super fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Get all of this in place. I'm off by 1. All right, cool. What we got on this bad boy? Heck yeah. $8. There we go. Now we have some life slowly trying to come over into that area. I'm going to build another coaster probably in this area here. So let's do one of these. Flying coaster, heck yeah. I don't know, the last time we built a flying coaster in one of these, so I'm game. Let's see, this needs to be a little longer, I think. 5, no, that's not enough. There we go. Do I want to do this and then turn it? Okay. Okay, I'll take that. So we're just gonna have a dipsy do around. Because why not? All right, let's see. That's gonna come there, so I can get one more block break there. I don't know what speed it's going to be coming in at. That could be a nasty stop, but whatevs. Let's see, 2, no, only 2, please. Yep, that's fine. Let's test that out. Oh, I can do another break there. Huh? All right, cool. Loop, loop. Just needs to reach the 6. As long as we get 6, we're fine. And I've been building different styles of coaster. I could literally just make copies of this thing and be done with it, but there's no fun in that. All right, so that should make it no problem. So we're just gonna call it looper, because all it does is go in loops. It fits the criteria just under the limit there. 78 seconds divided by 2 is 39. So when we go in here, we'll do like 34 and a minimum of, let's say 30. Wait for a full load. $6 sounds fine to me. We'll open that bad boy up. Just need to pause to make sure it doesn't freak out. All right. Oh, that's mean to put it right on the main path, but that's what I'm going to do. And it's also an inexpensive ride. Should get the ratings up as far as guest happiness and all that stuff, because if they come in and get on a ride, makes them excited, they're more likely to stay and have a better time. So that will work for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We rapidly added on some rides here. Let's see what else we can do. I could throw this guy in there. I really actually love this ride, so I think I'm going to do that. I know it's a little cheap, but whatever. I haven't done it yet. I'm just going to do it now. I just need the money. Okay. I do like that they got rid of, or that I can put this in there on paths. That used to not be a thing you could do. All right. So let's just confirm that's the case. Oh, that's so nice. All right. Giga Coaster. Let's go. Love Giga Coaster. Speed up our time here. Just make sure we got this one in. That'll be 8. Fantastic. Open that up. We have eruption. This guy's what are you making us right now? $22,000. This one Tatsu was dropped, right? Yeah. Back to earth, but still. Goodness gracious. All right, and then this one is not making us much money yet, but it will. How about this one? What's that making us? So I think I'm going to put it on the purple people eater. It's going to move people to at least a different area of the park, which they haven't been to, most likely. All right. All right, so we got let me just count off again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I want the Giga Coaster to be the last one because it's fun and easy. Just gotta decide what the next one after that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a flying coaster. I haven't built one in a while. They're fun to build. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Ooh, that's a nice looking one. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but it's nice looking. All right, these are long trains if I remember correctly. I think they only go 7. Nope. Got overconfident that I got something right, and yeah, immediately got it wrong. No, don't worry, we can borrow lots of money. We actually got too high for supports. That's amazing. Oh, that's I can actually do like a Tatsu kind of like pretzel loop potentially here. Oh, that's super fun. All right, I don't know what I'm doing here. This is unnecessary. What I'm doing right now. It's just this. We're gonna make a giant ride for no good reason, but it's fun. All right, let's see. Do we have? We don't have a. Interesting. I would have thought we had a corkscrew in this. Maybe that's the other flying coaster, the Flying Dutchman. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go in and put on some block brakes. Or regular brakes, excuse me, hold on. block breaks. And then we're just going to start bringing this home. Still a few more things we need to do with it, but... So the outside one continues. Oh, yep. Oh, this is so excessive. I love it. I know I'm delaying the win of this one. I could have won a while ago, but I've been trying to just complete some of the scenarios, and sometimes it's just fun to like just mess around and come up with stuff that is nonsensical. But I am at my limit on my loan, so I do need to wrap this one up sooner rather than later, particularly this ride, just because, goodness. But it doesn't help when it rains. We'll make more money now, and what did we just get? A hyper twister, heck yeah. All right, so I'm gonna slow the game back down. We have about $6,000 to work with. Okay, this is what I wanted. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. All right, we got that. Then we can throw on our brakes. And then block brakes. All right, this should be able to fit 3 all day long. Oh, we can do 4 trains. That's wild. Now, let's see how we do here. All right, we're at the top of the lift hill. Or not even at the top of the lift hill yet, jeez. All right, let's go into that one a little quick. Oh no, it's not that bad. Okay. The only thing I didn't really have, there's not a lot, almost no time on the back. It's all in the flying position, which I think when you're flying down like a mountain like this, I like that better. Okay. Oh, we're going to clear this, no problem. This lift hill is for forever long. But luckily, I think this guy's going to be out of the station before this one reaches the actual station itself. All right, let's see what we got as our ratings here. There we go. That's what we want to see. It's a 107 seconds divided by 3. It's 35.6. So 30, 25. Not that the minimum really weights or matters because we have to clear lift hill, but There we go. All right, then we have one coaster left to build. It's going to be a giga, but I need to wait for some monies to come in. So we're just going to speed the game up a little bit here. We're still in April of year 3, so like if this was an actual scenario where we had to do it in a time frame, just let me double check that that's not the case. No, it's not. Then we'll have all that. And it does say 10 different types of roller coaster. Okay. Glad I did that because I was not reading properly earlier. But now we should be just printing money. So an advertising campaign for the park as well. And ATM 3 has got us 146 customers. My goodness. Why is Center having so many problems? I think I just need more handy men or women here. Or no, excuse me, mechanics. And mechanic 1, you're getting tossed. I think you're causing all of our problems. All right, we have enough handymen and women. We'll probably add some more security guards just for funsies. And we have enough money to advertise for the park itself. Just want to get some of those lines that aren't super long pumped up a bit. Like this ride was making us $42,000 an hour. Now it's making us probably like 15. That's much better than I thought it was. But like this guy was making us in the teens, still making teens, but yeah. Why does Sensor just break down so much? Holy goodness. Got Mine Train Coaster, doesn't even matter anymore. All right, so now we have full $25,000 if we wanted it to make something. And Giga Coaster is going to be what it is. I'm still going to let this run up a little bit because Giga Coasters are unbelievably expensive. So we need to get that up a little bit. This ride should be printing money at this point. Oh, not printing money enough yet. Even still, it was making bank for us there. All right, what else do we have here? Park with the best custom design rides. That's right. There's only one clone in this park. Everything else is from the terrible, scary mind of yours truly. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm gonna wait till it gets up to about. We're at 10, probably like 15. And then we'll go to Giga Coaster Town. We're up to almost 2,000 guests as well. We're at 1,900, and hopefully on our way up here. You guys get free rides on the log flume. All right. So we have our 15,000. Now it's Giga Coaster time. We got a fourth dimension coaster in there too. I didn't see that. Cool. I think I'm actually going to do an unload station here too. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, we made 300. We are officially Giga Coaster territory here. Do I want to go into... I don't think I do. I think that will make it. Let me just see the test here real fast. I know I'm cheating, but I just don't want to waste any more time. I want to get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's reasonable. Just want to make sure this gets over the top there. Remember, we were at like 15. We're now at 7. That's wild. All right. Again, we're just trying to see if we get over this hill. That's all I really care about. I think we're fine, but... Ooh, just fine. And we ran out of all of that money. That's amazing. Do I throw on a block break and just send it back, knowing that it's going to do well, or do we build more? I think we just gotta, sending it back. All right, so. Go back to the original loan amount. I was wondering where the testing thing went, and I forgot that it disappears as soon as you introduce blocks. It does not like that for whatever reason. Alright, I'm just again making the most unnecessary decisions right now, but I'm having a good time. This is fun. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Millennium Force style ending here if I can, and have fly up over here, come back down, and then the brakes. Not exactly Millennium Force, but something hopefully sort of kind of maybe close. Like it would be going into the brake run. It does that and goes straight out into the brake run. We're not doing that quite the same, but not far off either. Alright, so throw block brakes there as well. Regular brakes. Boom. 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 And boom. We'll throw even on-ride photo section. Why not? All right, then we should be able to hook that into there. There we go. And I'll run only 3 trains. Oh, I like that we can fit them all in that break or that block zone at the end. That's fantastic. It goes 25-ish over there. Okay. I just need to make sure it clears this brake area. That's all I'm really concerned about right now, and that it doesn't whip through some of those other areas too fast. Oh man, it's like it does it all by itself. That's amazing. All right, then I'm gonna have to go back. I mean, it's clearly gonna make it through that section without really any problems, but we just need to make sure. And this may even beat it back to that. I just need to see that, and that's going at 58 into the brakes. Oh boy, it is flying. And this one I want to see if it gets stopped at the brake run. Nope, definitely not going to. That cycles pretty nicely, actually. I'm making a very long line for this one. I'm gonna add a cash machine too. There we go. Heck yeah. Alright, awesome. Our advertising campaigns are done. We're gonna open that up. Giga winner. There it is. We got that one handled. We took longer than we absolutely needed to, but it's more fun to play that way. So we got that all handled. I'm still gonna just you can tune out if you'd like. But I'm gonna go through and do advertising campaign for Giga Winner and just see how we do with that. So Giga Winner, we have that, cool, and we did get our original loan amount paid back in time as well, which I'm pretty happy about. So we got that going. There are lots of people on their way to that, which is fantastic. And I love this little scene here. I think it looks super cool and all the things. And then we already have this guy loading up, doing its thing. And now it should be running full trains from here on out. So just a few cycles with this. I just want to see what it brings in. 15, 20. It's already made back $1,700, even though the construction costs were absurd. Now it's up to 28 as a profit. I love it. I just love watching it go through and do its thing. But that's going to wrap us up here for today, folks. Thank you as ever much for joining me. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.